Right, following up on the previous video, what I want to do now is show you how to set up dummy variables in StackCrunch, kind of to mirror what we did over here. Stack R makes it kind of easy, especially if you kind of luck out and get a reference category by default automatically that you can live with. Otherwise, it takes a little bit of work, and I'll demonstrate that in the next video. But the purpose of this video is to concentrate on, or to focus on StackCrunch and how do we handle the dummy variables there. And it really forces you to understand, what you're doing. Okay, so just an FYI. So as you might imagine, we're going to recode. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the dummy variable for hospital, and hospital has north, south, and east, so I have 3 levels. So I'm going to need 2 dummy variables. So I'm going to create the first one, and I'm going to take hospital, and I'm going to create a new column, and I'm going to compute. Now let's think about if we want to replicate this table over here. What's the first dummy variable do? It compares north to east. So everywhere I see north, I want a 1, and everywhere I see anything else, I want a 0. I can only have one 1 in there, but I can have multiple zeros. So when I read down here, 1 is going to be north, and 0 stands for not north. All right, let's create a new recode. Now we're going to focus on, we're going to focus on the dummy variable 2. What's dummy variable 2 do for us? It compares south to east. So everywhere I see south, I'm going to put a 1. And everywhere I see anything else, I'm going to put a 0. So this variable tells me what? 1 represents being south, 0 represents being not south. Now, I can run my model just as I did before. So I go to regression, multiple regression. It's not a good idea to throw this many variables in the model, but just to be consistent and to create wait a minute. I thought we had something else. Oh, shoot. Let me back up. I've got to, I got to stop. I forgot gender. We can't add gender unless we create a dummy variable for it. So I need to create a dummy variable for gender. Shoot. So go to data, recode. Here I'm going to recode gender, create a new table, a new column, and remember we had, you can tell over here male had to be 1 because it's right there, so male was 1 and female was 0. Alrighty, now we're ready to run our stats. So I want to predict SSQ. And I'm going to put in this age, and then I want to do HF, then I want to do gender, and then I want to add hospital north and hospital south. So I hit compute, and you're going to see a whole lot of stuff that looks familiar, right? You get your gender 12.02, which we have over here. In fact, all that line's the same. You get your recode hospital at negative 0.76. So over here, it gives you this nice label of north to whatever it's comparing to. We know it has to be east. But here you have to know that the first recoding that you, the first dummy variable that you created was comparing north to east. So you need to make a mark of that, a note of that, and then recode hospital here compares south to east. There may be a way to make this a little better. You could actually go up here and probably rename the column, and instead of the first one being just recode hospital, you could do north to east, and then recode, or I'm sorry, rename this one, and this one would be south to east. And then if you wanted to recode your gender, or not recode it, but rename it, you could just do it as male to female. And then I think when you run your regression analysis, your output, let me get this set up real quick. Your output is going to, shoot, I want X, not you can probably tell I'm a lot more comfortable working with R than I am. So when I set the columns, I can see the negative 0.76 corresponds to north to east. This corresponds to south to east, and this corresponds male to female. All right, so it is doable, and but it just takes a little bit more work in StatCrunch. All right, that's all I got. Take care.